As young men, we are trained to be warriors. It's drilled into us from the moment we are born to never give up, never submit, and to defend the things we hold dear at all costs, often even if it means giving up all we stand for. We are raised to put our own needs aside for those of our spouses, family, and friends. If you don't question this, then it's quite easy to deceive yourself into believing that your role as a man on this planet is to suffer punishment, be miserable, and submit to the needs of those closest to you. Many guys lead such lives. However, this is the exact opposite of how a guy should live his life. Men can be guardians, providers, and leaders. But there is more to being a guy than merely taking out the rubbish and making everyone else around you happy. Being a guy is more than just taking care of a partner and their individual needs. Sometimes you have to walk away in order to grow and develop to your full potential as a man. So why do men often stay in unhealthy partnerships? Understanding a few basic psychological concepts is the first step in deciding whether or not to continue in a relationship. The scarcity mindset is what keeps most guys in relationships they despise. It's a mindset that tricks us to believe that things could always be worse or that you may not find someone better. A man who has a scarcity mindset may continuously feel as though everything around him is coming apart. This man is just attempting to survive each day rather than actually living his life. Although everyone may have difficult or painful days, this is not how life should be all the time. Your life should be spent mostly pursuing new goals, overcoming challenges, and feeling pleased as you reap the rewards of your efforts. If something upsets you, it usually means that your potential is currently out of reach. To grow and become who you are meant to be, you must develop an abundant mindset. But how can you change your mindset and beat the feelings of scarcity? A man who lives in a world shaped by his fears of scarcity will accept jobs he hates, a spouse he doesn't love, and a life that is far, far different from the one he imagined. Nobody wants a crappy life, but a lot of us find ourselves trapped in one, deep in the quiet despair of a miserable and lonely life. The cause of this despair is scarcity. Scarcity breeds weakness and weak decisions. Weak decisions create weak men, which in turn creates a vicious cycle of suffering and depression. This is why a mindset shift is necessary to combat the fear of scarcity. You must have the ability to think abundantly. This new attitude could transform your life. As you begin to shed yourself of the fear of lacking, you will over time be rewarded with a feeling of security that a belief in abundance will give you. The abundant mindset does not mean what the majority of people think. It's not a green light to do whatever the hell you like, treat people badly, or make stupid decisions. It's about a belief that there is enough love, wealth, and opportunity in this world for everyone. It's better to be poor and alone, walking a path you love, rather than being trapped in a life or relationship you hate. A belief that there is enough women and wealth out there will give you the confidence and strength you need to walk away. Ask yourself the question, what's the worst that can happen? When you really look at it and break it down rationally, you see the truth. You see things for what they are, not what your fears tell you. You realize that you can actually cope with a worst-case scenario. You are able to take a step back and realize that walking away may be the best thing for both of you, even if it causes temporary pain. The pain caused by a breakup is inevitable. The idea of a breakup may depress you, tear you apart, and make you rethink your life's course. But the pain is inevitable. It's another reason why we often stay longer than we should. You have to go through the grief and the loss. It's like pulling the pin on a grenade, knowing what will happen next. Breakups push our limits, and as men, we don't like to face our limitations. We often find it difficult to deal with them. We are trained to keep going no matter what. Breaking up feels like failure. But if you can handle this experience with an abundant mindset, then you will see this as an opportunity rather than a failure. Nobody enjoys learning that their life isn't going as well as they planned. But when you're faced with a stark truth like this, there's only one thing you can ask. What are you going to do to fix it? When one door closes, another opens. Relationships are no different. Walking away helps you develop this inner strength. Strength comes from moving on and knowing when something isn't right for you. There are many key signs that your relationship may be coming to an end. Do you argue more than you talk? Has sex become a chore? Is every little thing a disagreement? Most signs of a dying relationship are really obvious, yet we choose to ignore them. Love has, as they say, blinded us. But does love actually blind us? Are you blinded by love, or are you comfortable and stable in your relationship, resistant to any change? It's not usually love that prevents guys from ending relationships. After all, if we were in love, our relationship wouldn't be making us feel awful as it does. You should take action if your relationship is making you feel miserable. You must overcome the limiting beliefs that you have to tough things out. Yes, there can be hard times in relationships, but not all the time. You shouldn't be white-knuckling your way through life in a constant state of anxiety. So why and when should you walk away? You don't have to leave to keep your ego intact or because of some large issue. Simply not being happy in your life and the time you spend with your partner is enough. Walking away from a woman is simple. You just have to make the decision. But simple doesn't always mean easy. It's tough to walk away from parts of your life that you have so heavily invested in. Not knowing if you will be better off is scary. But if this is the reason you are staying, then you are better off being alone. Each of our lives is an individual experience. You are born alone and you will die alone. Relationships and friendships should enhance and improve your life, not define it. Your partner may be a good person, but she is not your purpose in life. You haven't been put on this earth to sacrifice your happiness for hers. Breaking up is not a failure, is part of growth and should be seen as an opportunity for change. With that said, that's the end of today's video. If you found value in it, then please hit the like button. Otherwise, until next time.